On January 6th, Empty Casket attempted to contact ultra-terrestrials. What we ended up contacting was extra-terrestrials, who told us to do it again on February 3rd and to do it at the Shanley Hotel. So on February 3rd, we did it again. And again, they told us to do it at the Shanley Hotel. So here we are. All right, whenever you're ready. Okay, we are at the Shanley Hotel. It is May 11th, almost 12th, and we are about to attempt to contact extraterrestrials again. Are there any extraterrestrials here who would like to talk to us? Anything non-human, not from this planet?
I'm having a vision of the outside of the Shanley, standing on the porch.
Are you showing Tanya where you are?
And I'm looking up at the sky, like we did before. And I see a beam of light, like a laser, but white. Kind of like scanning, coming down at a diagonal. And it's hitting where I'm standing.
Are you trying to abduct Tanya? If you hear any noise in the background, there are people working in the other room. We're not the only ones in the hotel.
7.
There are 7 of us here. Well, 7 people who are awake anyway. What is this beam of light that Tanya is seeing?
I'm seeing a red fox, but its eyes look weird. I can't describe them, but they don't look natural. And it's staring at me.
Are you trying to disguise what you look like? Or trying to look like an animal?
7.
Show Tanya what you really look like.
There's a man standing across the street. He's sort of dressed like you, Bill, but he has a lighter clothes, no facial hair. He's watching me.
Who is this man?
He wants to walk down that street.
What's down the street?
He wants me to follow him down that street.
What happens if Tanya follows the man? Look, we are contacting you, so there's no need for a screen memory. You can show us. You can be direct. What is the fox, and who is the man?
I'm seeing that forest. I'm seeing that forest, Bill. He wants me to go into the forest.
Is this the forest from
And
Tanya's dream?
he looks like you, and it's flashing back between that and the fox. And there's a light coming from the forest. It's a circular light, and it's blue.
A few weeks ago, Tanya had a dream in which she was beckoned into a forest, and it scared her. She felt like she shouldn't go, and I think that's what she's talking about now. What happens if Tanya goes into the forest?
I'm in a field. It's just an empty field. It's cut down. I'm being told to wait.
What are you waiting for? What is time like for you?
Come home to me.
Why is it home? Where is home? Why did you want us to do this at the Shanley?
Contact. Can you hear us?
I cannot, but Tanya should be able to. You can talk through Tanya.
Eight 493.
Again with the numbers.
I just keep on seeing the numbers 8493.
What is 8493?
Saying it's a code.
What is 8493?
I'm getting an image of a radio tower. And it has a blinking red light on it.
Okay. That could be any radio tower. They all have blinking red lights on the top. But can we go back to the code 8493? What's the code for?
We can see you.
I can't see you. Where are you?
Are there other people in the room? Because I feel like I feel like there's a whole crowd of people right here in Bill.
For the record, Tanya and I are the only two in this room.
I see, like, in my mind's eye, a shadow right there. It's a tall man. He's all black. He kind of reminds me of Lurch from Addams Family, but there's no features. It's all black.
So who is it that Tanya's seeing? What is your name?
Alright, I need to take a break.
You okay?
Yeah. Okay.
As you can see, there's no one else here.
It feels like there's 100 eyes on me.
Well, you said we can see you. I said I can't see you. Where are you? You alright?
Mm-hmm.
I have another.
So what did you ask?
Not a whole lot. You just started describing, so she described being outside. She was seeing herself standing outside the Shanley with a light coming down on top of her.
Like a laser, but it was white.
And then a fox with weird eyes.
A fox with weird eyes.
And then a man across the street beckoning you to go down the alley into a forest.
Mm-hmm. And then there was like this blue circle in the forest. And then I was in a field. And it was telling me to wait. And it gave me numbers.
8439. So there was a code, 8439. She said it a couple times.
Son was given a code too in a dream.
And then it would show me a radio tower or something.
And then she said it felt like there was a ton of people in the room.
Yeah, I thought everyone was in here. It felt like there's a ton of, and then I saw like this really tall, pure black figure. It kind of looked like Lurch from the Addams Family, but there's no features. It was just pitch black, like a shadow figure, but that's how tall and like it looked. And it was like lurking. And I felt it like standing right there.
Did it have a hat?
No, but it had like flat hair. Like I couldn't tell. It's just that's the best description I can give of it.
Like a Lurch.
Definitely had it. It was definitely a
thing.
male. It had like had to have a suit on it, but it was tall. tall and gangly looking.
Yeah, it's been described before.
Yeah, you did say that there's 7, and there are 7 people here tonight. Well, at least 7 people who are awake. Kelly, Lance, Jen, Mike, Tracy, you and me.
As I go back on there, then you're gonna go under.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the blue light that Tanya saw? Who was the man across the street? Why did she have to wait in the field? Are you still here? Tell me, what is time like for you?
I'm seeing the mountains. The whole mountain range.
I want to know, does anything use the mountain range, these valleys, as a highway? Are you following the ley lines, the gravitational anomalies?
Saying to look up.
Looking up inside, or do you need me to look up outside? If you need us to do something, you have to give us direction. Why are you being so quiet?
Alright, it showed me a memory. I was little and I was going to the springs with my grandfather and our dogs, Bogey and Blue. And I remember walking on the road and they were off leash. And there was something about that day. We're in the woods.
What happened that day?
And I see a child in a blue dress with a yellow ribbon around it, the waist.
Who is this child? What happened on this day?
And I see a wooded trail.
Where does the trail go? Everyone left. We're the only ones in the room now. So what happened on this day? Where does the trail go? Who is the girl?
And there's another memory. I went somewhere with my mom into this country place. It was a farm, a homestead or something. And she was inside and I stayed outside in the garden. And this child had me go with her down to the lake or a pond to skip stones. And I couldn't skip the stones right. But it was an open lake with the trees, like full scenery. And I remember her stones just bounced off the water.
Describe the girl. What did she look like? Is it the same girl from the other memory?
There's something about those memories that's not right.
I kind of get the feeling this is a screen. These are screen memories. That the
And now I'm seeing that circle, that blue circle.
are these memories the days that you took Tanya? Was the little girl human?
I don't know. I'm scared.
It's okay. Sure. It's okay.
Okay.
You're here now. You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just too vivid. Those just take a lot. Okay.
Was it the same girl in both memories?
I think so.
Were those things you were just seeing, or were those actual memories you have?
Those are actual memories I freaking have.
You know they sound like screen memories, right?
Like what?
Screen memories. Fake memories to hide an abduction.
I remember those days, not vividly, but I remember, like, it's like memories that are very predominant, I guess, in my mind.
What's off about them?
Well, I don't ever remember seeing a girl in the memory of going to the spring. I just remember walking down the road with Bogey and Blue, and they were off leash. And I remember going to the spring and filling up the water jugs with Poppy. And then the other one, I remember going to some place with my mom in the country, and I was outside. She was inside. I don't know if it was a country store or something, but it was run by a family. And I remember she was an older girl, and I think there was a boy there, and they walked me to the pond, whatever that was. And I remember them trying to teach me how to skip stones.
Do you think they were a real boy and girl?
But I connect those memories with the memory of the hand coming off the bed, and remembering feeling the day I woke up and felt like I wasn't in the right place. So I don't.
Well, what you've just told me lines up with Terry Lovelace and Whitley Strieber, where they have a memory, and then at some point they get more of that memory, but the addition of that memory just doesn't make sense. Something's off about it, and it's only through the regression hypnosis that they're able to break through that to what actually happened.
And I see a girl in a blue dress with a yellow sash. Did you ask anything?
Yeah,
What did you say?
I asked about the little girl. I asked who she was. I asked if this was a screen memory.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just a
Yeah,
lot.
that got intense.
Really?
Yeah.
Missed it?
Yeah, I think we may have just uncovered a screen memory.
I don't know.
Oh, what?
A screen memory.
What's that?
It's an artificial memory that abductees have.
Oh.
Yeah, she started reliving two memories from her childhood, both of which involved a girl with a blue dress and a yellow sash. And she kept saying, "There's something wrong about this memory. It's not right." And yeah, she ended up taking the stuff off because she bawling her eyes out.
Anything about the alien? About UFOs, or you didn't get anything like that?
Well, the first part, it was telling her, it was showing her herself standing outside the Shanley, looking up. There's what you call
The
it,
laser, but it was white,
um,
like shining down from the sky.
and then she saw a fox with weird eyes. What?
Was there
Sit.
was there an owl?
Sit.
It was a fox,
It was a fox.
but its eyes went from like, its eyes weren't right. There was something totally like, they were yellow, black, but they weren't right size. They were off. Like they just didn't match what a fox would look like. It was like trying to mask as a fox.
It's usually an owl or a deer. That's kind of what comes up with screen memory stuff.
Yeah.
But that was the first time we did this. This wasn't in the second part.
Yeah, and
And I saw a man across the street, dressed sort of like Bill, and it wanted me to go down the street. And then it showed me a forest. I always see fucking forest. And there was a ball of light, a blue ball of light inside the forest.
you didn't just say a forest. You said it was the forest, which made me think of that dream you had a couple weeks ago.
And then I was in the field, and I was told to wait. And then that's when I got numbers, and then
8439.
And then
she
I
said it was
saw-
a code, and she said it a couple times.
a radio tower. And then that was that first one. And then I saw that black thing standing. I thought everyone was in the room. It felt like I had 100 eyes on me. And I saw, like in my mind's eye, like something standing right there, and it looked like it was a pure black shadow figure, but it was super tall. Like it reminded me of like Lurch from the Addams Family. Like that's how tall, and it kind of hunched over, but it was pure black. And then the second time around, it was those memories.
Yeah, that got intense. Yeah, maybe the reason we were told to do this here is so to start unlocking memories.
Did you go under yet, Bill?
I haven't yet.
He's gonna go next because I
You get to go next.
I don't even know where you would go from there.
Well, at one point you said you saw mountain range. It was showing you the whole mountain range, which made me think of the exhibit you have in the museum of the ley lines and the gravitational stuff. And so I started asking about that, if they're using that as a highway, and that's when she kind of jumped into those memories. Alright, so if that shuts off, then we hit the half hour mark, because that stops recording at a half hour. Alright, hun. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck, honey.
Remember, we want answers, and try to find out what the gray thing is. Okay. Unless, I go down a path like you did.
I'm placing all my energy to contacting extraterrestrials, star people. What is time like for you? What's the time change? What's your concept of time? Have you visited us before? Can you give Bill a vision? What star system are you from? What's the gray thing that I've seen here? Is that you? Do you observe us? Has Bill been abducted before? He used to be afraid when he was a child. Is his fear justified? What possible species took him? Can you show him what you look like?
There's a forest. I'm like above the forest. It's nighttime.
Show him.
I'm coming up. I see the stars. There's a lot of gray. There's like
chattering noise, like so it's like things talking, but there's no sound. So white light. Mike.
Is this a memory of Bill's or a memory of mine?
It's a cloudy day. The trees are going by fast, like I'm on a highway. There's a large shadow. Moving above me.
Can you show him how old he is? What's the time? What was your purpose of us being here at the Shanley?
It kind of feels like everything is vibrating.
You showed Bill why you wanted us here?
Panic.
You want us to be panicked? Do you want our emotions high? What about my dream? What was that about? Have you taken us before?
There's something impinging my thoughts and memories. Like there's something there, but I'm kind of skirting around it instead of going into it.
Are you preventing him from seeing real memories? Oh, alright. You okay?
Yeah, like so there were flashes of things. Like nothing sat still. It'd be like you're looking at, like if you had a picture, but you only look at one piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you kept moving around to different pieces of it. You couldn't see the whole thing at once.
Mm-hmm.
That's how things were coming. And towards the end, like it felt like there's more. I was moving through my mind, and there was memories, there was thoughts, but there was something stopping me from getting to them. And then all of a sudden, everything just went black, and I ripped everything off because I thought there was somebody standing right here.
Why did you say Mike?
That's what I heard.
I asked it if it was if you're seeing a memory of mine or a memory of yours.
Well, so the first one was like I was flying over trees, but again, wasn't sitting still. Like I was looking at these and those, and it was kind of all over the place.
So-
and then it's kind of arced up, and I'm looking up into the sky, and I can see the stars and that.
I started a bunch of questions and you weren't saying nothing. You're gonna have to go back and review it, but I think the last question I said before you said that was talking about how you were afraid of aliens as a child, and if that was a justified fear, if you were abducted, and then you start talking about that. And then and then I was saying, what's your purpose for bringing us to the Shanley? You said panic. And I said, are you like trying to provoke like panic? And then you start talking about the memories, like you're skirting around them. I said, well, why not just show him? Like, why not? What's the purpose of that? And then you kind of freaked out.
Yeah, like after I said that there was something blocking it, all of a sudden all the little bits and pieces that were around just went black, and there was just nothing. Like there's something stopping me from getting there.
It feels like that too. Like when it feels like there's things blocking, like a wall. Even when we were doing it, like doing that stuff in the other room, like I was getting memories. Like it. Remember I told you like sometimes like I get like a random song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
It's like stupid shit. Like right now I have the Sister Act musical in my head, but it only happens when I'm doing stuff like this. It's like putting up a blockade, and it's just kind of like a repetition. So it's kind of impeding my thoughts. So I can't really fully open because I have this wall there. And then I'm like able to kind of like, I have moments where that wall's gone and I start falling deep, and then it starts throwing in random shit.
Well, the one I talked about where it was a cloudy day and there's like trees brushing by, I know that memory. That's I'm driving from Scranton back down to Pottstown. There was a stretch of road. I think I told you this the other day. I'm missing time from the point. The last thing I remember seeing is passing Hickory Run. The next thing I remember seeing is the Lehigh Tunnel.
Yeah.
That's like 25, 30 miles.
I remember you telling me.
And I saw like I'm approaching the Lehigh Tunnel when I came to. I'm just like, holy shit! How the hell did I get here? I have no memory of the last 25, 30 miles. None whatsoever. And like when it happened, I completely freaked out. But it was a cloudy day. I remember that much. And it, when I was saying I was seeing the cloudy day with the trees, but like it was that memory, but I still don't know what happened between those 2 points.
So how do we like start like unlocking that? Do we start inquiring about what happened?
I don't know.
Is there a phrase that we use to like, you know?
I think I might reach out to Terry Lovelace and ask, because he's pretty responsive to that kind of stuff. Maybe get some advice. Regression hypnosis, I think, might be worthwhile. Yeah, there's definitely something blocking. I mean, I can't say with any level of any kind of certainty why. If I, you know, it might have nothing to do with aliens or anything. I have no idea. But there's definitely things that are here that are being blocked for some reason.
You want to try something?